flight boss, bitch. You know, for sure. You're now listening to the Mind of an Antares Moon. I'm the Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry out God duties and motherfucking responsibilities. And right now, we're going to talk about the motherfucking basic Cancer archetype. Now, right now, the basic Cancer archetype, you know, what is Cancer? Cancer is cardinal water. Now, with cardinal water, what happens here? Now, cardinal is initiating and creating new. Now, in this case, water represents the emotions and the feelings. So, it's Cancers on Earth initiate and create new ways of how to feel and how to deal with their emotions. So, a lot of times you have the Cancers who may not know how to do that, so they become moody because they don't quite know how to deal with their emotions due to other planetary alignments. Then you have them conscious aware Cancers who know when they finna get that feeling, and know when they finna get ticked off, and know how to calm it down, and they know how to deal with their emotions and feelings, because that's what they see in this world and as an outlook, because it's their sun, aka Earth sign. So right here, here's the basic archetype of Cancer. So now we have exaltation. Now the exaltation of Cancer is Jupiter. So now, because Jupiter right here is at its highest. It's like in the heavens when the ecliptic and when you are born under, and then the wheel is on the Cancer archetype. You know what I'm saying? So when Jupiter is in Cancer, as when it was originated as a form of energy that all Cancer is going to carry out. Now Jupiter is the exaltation, you know what I'm saying, right here. So what happens here is Jupiter represents wisdom, knowledge, experience. Now experience in this time, even though Jupiter is a gas planet, experience deals with time. We know experience is fluid. It's something that goes in and move. It ain't the vibration. It's the frequency. You know what I'm saying? It's the energy, vibration, frequency, and vibrations. But it's the frequency. You know what I'm saying? That's the wave. You know what I'm saying? So Jupiter is like a gas planet, but it's a gas planet that's like misty. So it's kind of in a phase of transformation. So that's part of fluid also. You know what I'm saying? In a way, in another realm of reality. So when it comes to exaltation, when it comes to Cancers feel at heaven, or they feel mostly attached or most expressive or most happy when they're able to experience. And in this case, they experience the emotions and the feelings. So if it's something that they most positively want to experience, that's when they're most joyous here on Earth. And Jupiter deals with that. And it deals with how you learn, how you gain wisdom and knowledge in the space, time, and continuum we're in right now. So anytime Cancers get to learn about something, gain wisdom about something, gain knowledge about something that can attract them and make them feel comfortable emotionally, because they know what they're getting themselves into. Remind you, it's the comfortable sign, it's the caring sign. So when they get placed in an unfamiliar or a place that make them feel uncomfortable, 9 times out of 10, they're in a place that they have no knowledge about, have no wisdom about, haven't experienced about before. So this is why experience or knowledge, or having knowledge and wisdom about certain things, make Cancers feel comfortable. This is heaven to them. When you don't just tell them we going out, tell them all the ins and outs of tell them the environment of what kind of place we going to. You can't just tell a Cancer, oh, okay, we finna go out and we finna turn up and this, that, and the third. They're gonna want to stay home. You want them Cancer to come out with you? Make them feel how you will feel in this environment. You know what I'm saying? Tell them, yeah, we could walk through this door, but we don't really gotta walk through that door, because it be people, they take too long at that door. We could go straight through the back door, because I know my one dude in the back door, you know what I'm saying, he'll let me in way faster than everybody else. So we pass the bathrooms and stuff, and then you go in, it's a nice cool vibe, you know what I'm saying? You walk in, it's a nice little mixed crowd, you know what I'm saying? Not too many people doing nothing. Mostly people just at the bar drinking, people dancing, nice cool laid back and right. Boom, you telling Cancer that, goddamn, you giving them all the you having them experiencing now the feelings and emotions. It feel like something they can get with now. Now they looking at you. This is something that they might can do because you making them comfortable now. You see what I'm saying? So because you're giving them the knowledge, wisdom, and the experience that you may have had when you did it. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to just do it first. They want to hear how you feel, how you did it. You know what I'm saying? When you went out, because they don't really, they may not necessarily, depending on other planetary alignments, they may not necessarily want to go out. So you know what I'm saying? Once you make them feel comfortable, boom, now you got it. You feel what I'm saying? So you see how that's the representation of the exaltation. Exaltation is like a kid at Disneyland, or someone who's at a place that they always wanted to be at. Now, what's home? Home is the moon. So anytime a planet is at home, it's on the right side of the earth, because you are the ecliptic. You're on earth. So you're on the plane. You know what I'm saying? You can't act like you're not on the plane. You're part of Gaia. You are Torah. So as a person of the light that was shining down of when you was formulated within Gaia, if you came out the Cancer in the Cancer light, you know what I'm saying, then this is your basic archetype. And these are the traits of Cancer itself given to you. You know what I'm saying? How Cancer came here. So now on the right one, the moon is at home in Cancer. So, you know what I'm saying? The moon represents the emotions. You know what I'm saying? The awareness, your macabre, who you are, your emotional feelings, who you are on the inside, the yin. You know what I'm saying? The subconscious. The sun represents what you're consciously aware of. The moon represents what you're subconsciously aware of. You need to join and have a good marriage between these two, so you have a long-lasting, loving life. You know what I'm saying? But the moon gonna be there for you emotionally. You see what I'm saying? So right here, when a planet is on the right side of the earth, when you look to the right, yeah, that's the right direction. You feel like that's the right thing to do in the yang realm. But in the yin realm, you feel like that's the righteous thing to do. So that's always, see, the signs and the home planet is always their go-to thing. The exaltation planet is always the thing that they most want to do or feel comfortable with. You know what I'm saying? The fallen planet is always where they fall short, or things that may be hard to do. The planet is sleep. I like to say the planet is sleep. And then when the planet is debilitated, that's when it's away. I like to say it's at work. And then that's in the yang realm. It's at work. When in the yang, because it has to use the tools that it has to do just to get the job done, but it doesn't necessarily want to be there. It's just there for a certain cause to get in what it has to do and get out. You know what I'm saying? And then in the yin realm, I like to say is left field. Doing something left field. All archetypes that fall under that energy of what that sign will be, that's away for whatever sign you are, will be left field. So right here we got the right Cancers. All Cancers on earth a lot of times feel like the right thing to do is to deal with the emotions first, or to understand how someone else emotionally feel first, or the first thing they feel like that's the right thing to go to first. Even when somebody trying to come to them all logical and all super left brain on trying to analyze some shit, first they gotta feel like what you're saying to them is the right thing first. So that's the right thing. That's the right side of the planet. That's on the right brain when they mix it in with the left brain on earth. And then that's the righteous thing. They feel like that's the right thing to do on earth. That's the basic Cancer archetype, because the moon is home here. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to always be where you always want to be at. So you're not going to always have wisdom, knowledge, and experience before you jump into certain type situations. So you're going to be uncomfortable in a lot of shit on earth, especially due to all the programs that's going on now. You know what I'm saying? But when we get to, you always going to feel like the right thing to do is to make sure you feel comfortable with yourself before you go through with anything. You know what I'm saying? That's why the moon is home here. The moon is on the right side. Now, let's go to debilitated. I mean, not debilitated. Let's go to the fallen. You know what I'm saying? Now, the basic Cancer archetype when it comes to the fallen is Mars falls here. So, Mars is sleep here. So, you know, sleep, Mars is in the subconscious. Mars is resting its conscious realm, and it's awakening and using its subconscious realm. So right now Mars is in the dreams right now. So it's very important for Cancers on earth to keep their emotions and feelings in the right place. Even though I know it's a lot of people that can pick and poke at you and make you want to snap at times, and they cause you to have to use a lot of your energy and use a lot of time harping over certain things. But the easier you know how to swipe away and lessen your memory range, the better. You know what I'm saying? Like, see, it's vice versa for air signs. The better air signs know how to remember shit, the better for them. The more you know how to forget shit, it's better for you, because let's be clear, you don't forget nothing. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of things that's attached to those thoughts create emotions and feelings onto you. And if those thoughts not gone, then those emotions and feelings is not gone. So you could carry a lot of baggage. You know what I'm saying? So, and then when you have Mars being debilitated, I keep saying debilitated. When Mars falls here, anytime a planet falls, it's underneath the Earth. You know what I'm saying? Depending on the direction you are, and you are a Cancer, so that's your directional outlook of the 360 that God took before God made itself into density. You know what I'm saying? So you was the 4th house. Cause say this the Aries, this would be the Taurus, this would be the Gemini, this would be the 4th house. So you would be God's direction in this direction, and with those accumulated, already created a home. So this is direction of feeling like home. This is direction of feeling like wanting to be comfortable, and you only could feel comfortable in a home. People who don't have a home, people who are homeless, never feel comfortable. They got to go to the rescue mission all the fucking times. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times they may miss the rescue mission fucking date because the time to go in because they too fucking drunk. Then they got to sleep outside some fucking where. Then they going to run into all their relatives' house and shit. You know, it's all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? That goes down with that shit. So right here this is God's outlook of comfortability and stuff like that. So when Mars is underneath the Earth, this brings the downside to it, because now wherever Mars at, it takes. And from the outlook right here, Mars is below. So you know what I'm saying? Right here, anytime a Cancer could get very aggressive. That could be the dark side of Cancers. They could get very aggressive. They can only solely think about their own intentions and not think about others' intentions. You know what I'm saying? This would not make them as fluid as their fellow signs Pisces, their fellow water signs Pisces. Because when Pisces trying to connect with others, a lot of times Cancer's just trying to get a hold of their own. You know what I'm saying? And they're not like fixed Scorpio where you may not know what they're feeling or not. A Cancer will let you know. You know what I'm saying? They can only hold it for so long. And you might see it on their face. You know what I'm saying? So you might need to chill. So you know what I'm saying? Like right now, that could be their dark side. They could be super aggressive. They could be sometimes they could be super intensive. Like so busy thinking about other people's intentions that they become having negative intentions on others. So they have a preconception on how to apply themselves in certain situations without considering others' emotions and feelings of how they would be in a situation. So it becomes that the Cancer will try to authorize the room with their emotions and feelings. Then another dark side too, they could be super passionate. You know what I'm saying? A little too passionate about their own emotions and feelings. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times that's just because Mars falls here. You know what I'm saying? So anytime a planet, this could be the dark side. You know what I'm saying? Where a lot of times you should be gaining wisdom and knowledge on the higher side, because Jupiter is exalted, so you should be gaining knowledge and wisdom, and you know what I'm saying, observing and just experiencing and having an appreciative experience of everything. A lot of times you can harper over things and manifest aggressive like situations in your life, volatile situations in your life, because Mars is a fiery planet and it falls in Cancer. So if you on Earth as a Cancer, Mars is underneath the Earth. So that's how it affects you as a basic archetype. So a lot of times it bubble your water, heat your water up, sometimes evaporate your water till you can feel emotionally exhausted. You can feel emotionally exhausted around some certain people. You know what I'm saying? Emotionally exhausted with yourself sometimes. Sometimes you just gotta kick back and don't want to bother with nobody. You know what I'm saying? Then a lot of times you aggressively want to connect with everybody again. So that's just the dark lower side right there. But the good thing about, because there's a good and bad with everything, it makes you intensive. It makes you motivated. You know what I'm saying? And can't nobody tell you what you already don't know. So you don't even want somebody telling you what you already know about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Now let's go to left field. Now left field is Saturn. Saturn is away here, so Saturn is at work here. That means Saturn don't really want to be here, but it just got to show up every day and use the tools it has to do in order to get the job done. So what is Saturn? Saturn is how one gains stability in one's life, and it's also wherever your Saturn at is where you place boundaries and restrictions and limits on, or where you may experience boundaries and restrictions and limits on. But you see how Saturn fuck you up? That's also how you gain structure in your life. See, you see how Saturn is tricky with everybody. Saturn is how one gains structure in this life. But it's also shit you're going to experience boundaries and restrictions and limits on. And it's also shit you place boundaries and restrictions and limits on. So, but you know, Saturn is just here to teach you that so you can use that to be stable in your life. So it's like Saturn is tricky. You want to play the father, but Saturn is really the moon's father. Well, that's another video, though. You know what I'm saying? But, let's get into this. Saturn, anytime somebody come across thinking too hard, just too damn practical. I mean, you try to make sense out of something that already makes sense type practical. Like we get it, you understand type practical. You know what I'm saying? Anytime somebody come across like that, that's like left field for Cancers. You're gonna feel like that's left field. You're gonna be like, what's wrong with this person? This person needs to loosen up. You know what I'm saying? This person is just too logical or whatever like that. Yeah, that sound all good, but you know, Cancer's gonna want to make a joke out of it. What happened to you when you go home or something like that? You know what I'm saying? That stuff like that is just kind of left field. Then when they see a person, now the thing about this is, Cancers, they like a person though that can plan. They like a person that know how to schedule, because see, Cancers want to be the one that can nurture that. They want to help you plan. They don't want to be the actual one that plan. They want to be the one that, oh, you know how to plan? Well, you're going to be good for what I already got going. Or I can apply what I got going with you and help you plan. It ain't more like a thing like, okay, Cancers will be the one that, okay, well, I need to plan. And since you know how to plan, because it's going to clash, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, with the Saturn archetype, Cancers like a person who know how to do that, because they figure that, okay, I can nurture this person and make sure this person stay in the right mind frame to be able to keep on being able to do what they do. And if this person is a stable person and know how to plan and know how to schedule and know how to stay on task, the Cancer know how to nurture the situation. You know what I'm saying? Know how to make the situation comfortable enough for this person to do what they have to do, and continue to do that. You know what I'm saying? So the Cancer create circumstances, like a homey feeling type circumstances for individuals. You know what I'm saying? So that's why even when it plays out for people who cook, or people who know how to do things in the home and make people feel comfortable in the home wise and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But this just goes in general. That it plays out through people like that, but from a deep psyche level. This is how Cancers look at things. Without even knowing, that's how they looking at it. It's almost like they always in mode of caring and nurturing and dealing with the emotions and feelings. So they see you stand on task, they're going to create a situation to make sure that they know what it takes to get you off task. So they may create a situation that you never experience that experience of being taken off task. So you're not going to know why you like this Cancer around, but you just know for some reason that it's a reason. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, Cancers might get it, but other signs might not. You know what I'm saying? But when you look left, it's like right here you got Saturn being left field. Is this when a person is just too practical, then they don't have it's like just completely no emotions involved. You don't feel nothing. You don't care nothing about nothing. I mean, you just strictly all about the money. I mean, you just strictly all, you just dry, damn, we can't even communicate. You just like a stale, quiet person around me. You can't do nothing. That's going to be left field to Cancers. You know what I'm saying? Because on the left side of them is Saturn. Saturn is away here. Saturn doesn't even likes to be in Cancer. So right here is on the left side of the Earth. If you are Earth, aka Sun sign Cancer. So you know, that's like the basic archetype of Cancer. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, your left field the basic archetype is, out of Cancers, you're going to play all these realms. It's just this how you see all these realms. Sometimes you're going to feel like when life is getting too stressed out, sometimes you're going to feel like you have to do some left field type shit. But just in the Cancer archetype, your left field is Saturn. So your left field type of shit may be getting detached from people at times. May be getting emotionally detached from people that always think they can count on you emotional wise or feel wise, and for you to get on your shit and get more practical and get more stable and put more boundaries and restrictions on people and places and things in your life that was being turmoil. That is going left field for you sometimes. Sometimes you may have to get into your lower self and get more aggressive on motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, and start to express more how you feel, because your Mars is down below you. And you know what I'm saying, because you always feel like the right thing to do is to handle the emotions and the feelings within yourself, because that's on your right side, you know what I'm saying. Where you always really want to be is to experience all optimism and positivity, like the faraway planet Jupiter. I mean, yeah, that's the exaltation here. So you can gain all wisdom and knowledge and don't have to experience what you don't want to experience, because you already know about it. And that's the basic Cancer archetype. Flight boss, bitch, goddamn, air.